Hi, everybody who's on tonight. Thanks for joining us. We are doing our Team Diamonds in the Making Zoom tonight, and we're really excited because we have a special guest on, Emily Roberts. She's a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. She's a wife and a mom, and we're really excited to hear what she has to say. So she's going to share her testimony with us. Some of you guys have probably heard a little bit of it, but I'm sure she can share some new stuff that some of us haven't heard. And then I think she's going to share some tips on going silver and gold and just some business tips. So we're really excited, and thank you, Emily, so much for being on tonight. I know everyone really appreciates it, so you can take it away.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for having me and asking me to do this. Let me turn down my AC real quick so you all can hear me. I'm Emily Roberts. I am 26 years old. I'm currently the youngest diamond with Plexus Worldwide. Not by much, maybe like 6 months. Amber Miller is 6 months older than I am, but we're both 26 years old. We're both moms of 2 kids. And a little bit more about me. I was a full-time student when I joined Plexus. I had just had my son the first time I ever sampled it, and then I joined Plexus when he was about 6 months old, 4 months old. And I went into this business, first of all, not considering it a business. Second of all, I had no intentions of working it. I strictly wanted a discount because this girl was broke. I was married. We were still in that newlywed phase. We've been married about 4 years, but we're still lovebirds. We just had our first baby, and my husband was deployed. So what better time to join a network marketing company when your husband is 3,000 miles across the universe and he can't tell you no? That was in my head that, okay, I know I can take these products and look better for him when he returns from deployment. I really wanted them to work for me, but I'll be honest, I was very skeptical that they weren't. I had that thought in the back of my head that I couldn't do this and I wasn't going to do that. So I kind of set myself up for failure with that mindset. So I told my husband 4 days after I joined the July 4th, 2014. I messaged him through email and I was like, hey, guess what? I joined Plexus. And immediately he starts Googling. If you've taken the color personality test, I want you to know this. My husband is green and I am very much blue. We are on total opposite spectrum when it comes to being the different personalities. He is a research junkie. I'm not. If it sounds like fun, it looks like fun, and you tell me it works, I'm going to do it. And so I did. I went all in, like ready to go. And my husband was like, no, woman, like you got to research, you got to look at these ingredients. Like you don't know anything about this. Well, all I knew is I was obsessed with diet soda, and I needed to replace that. I needed to get serious about my health. A lot of people don't know this. Before we had Sterling, we actually lost a pregnancy. And in that moment, I knew that I had to do whatever it took to not only keep my next pregnancy, but to be the best mom possible. So I took my health very seriously, except the diet soda. I just could not kick that habit. And I was like, what is wrong with me? Something has to be wrong with me if I think about and wake up and I'm like, I need a Diet Coke. Oh my gosh, I gotta go to bed with a Diet Coke. Like that was just my livelihood. I would work out with my husband at CrossFit, go to dinner, get a Diet Coke. Like I was just this hypocrite. And I was sick of living that lifestyle. I was also sick of quitting. I quit every major that I signed up for in college because I could not figure out what I loved. I could not figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up. Because if you ask me, I don't ever want to grow up. I want to be 26 forever. I feel like 26 is where it's at right now in my life. I feel completely blessed. I love being a mom. I love that my kids are little. They drive me crazy, but they're precious. I love that my husband and I still can work out together and do things together. So I was sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. I was sick of being the fat friend. I was sick of being broke. I was sick of quitting everything that I joined and started. I was just sick of it. And maybe that's where you are in your life right now. Maybe you are 18. Maybe you're 25. Maybe you're 35. Maybe you're 65 and you're just really curious what this millennials call it. I want you to know this. You can stop quitting. Or as somebody else has coined the term, you can quit quitting. You can. It's ultimately up to you. And when I joined Plexus, I feel like it gave me a new purpose. I was like, you know what? Maybe I can do this thing. I don't want to tell myself that because I don't want to get my hopes up, right? That's what we tell ourselves. So maybe I can do this thing. So I asked my upline, Holly, she's an emerald with Plexus, and I said, don't add me to the team pages. I'm not going to do these team calls like here I am now on the Zoom call, right? I'm like, that's just not me. I'm not doing that. And she was like, okay, well, I already added you to the team page. You can take yourself out if you want. So instead of being negative Nelly, I was like, you know what? I'll be a fly on the wall. I'll be a fly on the wall. I'll check it out. I'll see what happens. And that's what I did. I started scrolling around this team page. It was overwhelming. It was full of information. And I was like, what did I get myself into? This is like an underground plexus world. It was crazy. But I still kind of liked it. I was intrigued by it because it was different. I had these people that loved me and believed in me, and I didn't even know them. They were complete strangers. Like, how cool is that? And it was just kind of like a family. Well, one day I was in that team page, and something caught my eye. It was sparkly and silver, and I was like, oh, shiny, must click on this. What is it? I don't know. Anybody else have shiny syndrome? My husband's probably laughing, going, yes, that is so my wife. I clicked on it because it drew me in, and this person has gone silver. If you don't know what silver is, that is the first rank advancement of Plexus Worldwide. That means you have sponsored 3 individuals on your first level with their welcome pack. You're looking at about $175 return when you do that, because you get a one-time $100 bonus, and you get 24.53 times with those people that join with their welcome package. And I'm like thinking to myself, okay, I know 3 people. Like, what the heck? So I messaged Holly, and I'm like, what is this silver? How did she do this? I want to do this. I need $100. My husband's going to kill me because I just spent $135 that we did not have. What do I do? So instead of figuring out the comp plan, you know what I go and do? I start house sitting, babysitting, dog sitting, cat sitting, freaking selling stuff out of my closet, selling pictures off the wall, because I needed money to keep doing this Plexus thing. I thought I had to buy my rank. I didn't know that it was about relationships and talking to other people. So I am scrambling, trying to save up money, but that's not what it was about. So my upline comes back to me, and she's like, Emily, she added 3 people. That's how she got $100. And I'm like, I know 3 fat people. I got this. Not kidding. Those words came out of my mouth. Terrible, right? You're probably sitting there going, oh my gosh, Emily, that is so mean. Well, I needed $100, and I had people in my life that were overweight, and I knew Plexus would help them. I just knew it, even if they refused to believe it. So what did I do? I posted a salesy Facebook status. That's what I did. It was awful, and I recommend that you do not do this if you're trying to go silver. So that's tip number 1. Let's not be salesy, y'all. Be genuine. Be yourself. If you are not smart, don't try to be. If you're not funny, don't try to be. Be yourself. People relate to me, and I think that's why Sarah and Allie like me so much, because I'm vulnerable. What you see is what you get. If you met me in person, I'm the same on a Zoom call as I am in person. I put it out there. I have bad days. I have anxiety attacks. I don't like vegetables. It's hard to eat them. I talk about those things because people relate to that. Well, most people do. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to figure out what your brand is. If you ever have that thought of, I want to promote in this company, I think I want to be silver, I think I want to be gold. Well, who are you? Who are you, and what are you going to tell people about yourself? So I'm challenging you right now. If you're on this call and you're wanting to hit that first rank advancement, I want you to write down this. This is actually something I just did with my team tonight. I want you to write down 20 things that you like, that you just love. It's a part of your everyday routine. Maybe it's something you eat all the time, a place you go all the time. Like for me, I love Santa Fe chicken salads. They're 230 calories. They're like this big. You get them at Kroger, Randall's, whatever grocery store you are. They're like $4, and I stockpile them. Like the people at Kroger's are like, oh, she's back. She's coming to take all our salads. We just restocked them. I love them. You know what else I love? I love Target. Why? Because it keeps my 2-year-old very busy on days that I'm losing my mind. I love Chick-fil-A sweet tea. I love Louis Vuitton. I love my Yeti cup. I talk about it all the time. You probably see it in every Zoom call or every picture of mine that I have a pink drink selfie of. I want you to write down a list of 20 things you like, and that is my challenge to you over the next 20 days or 20 weeks, however you decide to do this. You are going to talk about things that you like on your Facebook. Plexus can be one of those things, but it cannot be the only thing. If you want to be silver, you cannot Plexus vomit on your friends and your family. They're going to see right through that, and they're going to go, quit trying to sell me that pink drink. And they're going to unfriend you or unfollow you, and you are going to get crushed. You're going to feel rejected, and you're going to feel like you're doing something wrong. Well, you kind of are. You have to figure out who you are first. Just like if you're a college student and you're trying to figure out what you want to be when you grow up, kind of the same thing with your Plexus business. You have to figure out that brand and who you're talking to. If you have a lot of mommy friends that are young, brand new mommies in their 20s, that's your audience. That's who you're talking to. They need energy like yesterday, and they need Jesus, or they're going to hurt their babies. So that's what you talk about. You talk about those things. If you are a full-time college student, you talk about exams. You talk about energy, because college students need energy. And I guarantee you, they are spending $3 to $20 on energy drinks or caffeine pills or something to keep them awake for finals and studies. So why not tell them about something that's more natural and effective? You have that. People pray and pray and pray and hope for something that we have to offer, whether it's our product or our financial opportunity through our incredible compensation plan. So figure out who you are. Who are you? What does your social media look like? Are you kind of all over the place? Well, the best way to find out is that personality color test that I was talking about in the beginning of this. I can provide the link later, and I'll give it to Sarah and Allie so that you can take the test and figure out what color you are. Because more often than not, whatever color you are, that's your audience. That's who you attract. If you're a helper, you're going to attract helpers. If you are a good time party animal, you're going to attract those blues. You're going to attract the good time party animals. If you are a leader and you like to go big or go home, you like a challenge, you have a planner that you have like memorized, you're red, and you're going to attract people just like that. If you're green, if you're my junkie, if you're my crunchy mama that likes her info and her, if you're that college student that loves to study, you have like 500 flashcards for your flashcards. Those are the people that you're going to attract, and that's your brand. That's who you talk about. That's who you talk to. So when you're going for silver, when you're trying to, get 3 people on your team, you don't just want anybody. You don't want just someone that kind of loves Plexus. You want someone that understands it and goes all in and does this thing. Because guess what? If you can go silver, you can go gold. Because going silver is, a baby step to going gold, because you go silver and you duplicate that. You figured out who you are, so you're going to help other people figure out who they are, and they're going to start sharing, and they're going to go silver. And guess what? That gets you like 2 steps closer to gold. So from that moment on, I saw that woman go silver. I was determined to go silver, and that's what I did. I promoted every month for the first 5 months of my business. I went silver, I went gold, I went ruby, I went senior ruby, and then things kind of slowed down. So let me tell you this. If you are going for gold and you do not have a team page, that is my second business tip. Make yourself a team page. Whether or not you have a jewels page that your leaders lead, your team, your peeps, your people, they need a safe haven. They need a bubble with your knowledge, with your verbiage, with y'all's relationship that they can call home with their Plexus information. I did not make a team page until I was almost a senior Ruby ambassador. I know, jaws are dropping. It's crazy. I didn't know I needed one. We had a team page, but that wasn't me. I wasn't being the leader my team needed me to be. That's kind of when I became the Emily Roberts, because I started making videos for my team, and then I put them out there on YouTube for everyone else. Believe it or not, there was weirdos just like me out there that liked my training. So it was really nice, kind of a win-win. I made a name for myself in this company, but I've also made a name for myself for younger moms and younger students that can do this thing. Y'all, we have 20-year-olds that are emerald. 22-year-olds that are emerald. Can you imagine making 5-6 figures in your 20s? It is happening around you. Whether or not you think you can do this or can't do this, that's up to you. I can't do this? Okay, you can't. Why are you here? Why are you on this Zoom call? You can't do this? Bye. If you can do this, own it. Own those failures, own your successes, and go all in. Make that team page. Make information, make silly videos, talk about talking to that buff guy at the gym and you were about to throw up because you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just talked to that guy. Like, he was on my dream team. But he said yes. He's like, okay, people love freebies. Your team needs to hear about those things. They need to hear that their leader is still human and is still learning. Because guess what? I might be a diamond, but that's just a rank. I'm still human. I'm still a mom first, a wife. I still have things to learn. I don't have all the answers. I like to learn with my team. I like to learn with you guys. So make a team page. When I got to Ruby, Senior Ruby, I made that team page, and then I discovered this amazing book. Maybe you've heard me talk about it, GoPro by Eric Worre. Here's the thing. I have been told about that book since I joined, since I was added to that team page, and I rolled my eyes, and I rolled my eyes. I mean, they should have been stuck in the back of my head the amount of time that I rolled my eyes. And I told my husband, I said, I'm going to order this book. He was like, okay. And I was like, no, seriously, I'm going to order this book, and I'm going to go all in, and I'm just going to read it. So during that time, I was Ruby, headed towards Senior Ruby. I ordered this book. I attended my first Plexus meeting, I know, I was Ruby, it's crazy. My first Plexus meeting was at a Diamond event. It was a Lexus dealership. Helen McFadden, Jen Hawkins, and Celeste Gwynn were there. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you hear those names, you see them on Facebook, you follow them, but there they were, 500 feet in front of me. And they were talking about their stories. They cried, they laughed, they shared their struggles, and it was just real. In that moment, I finally felt, you know what? Dadgummit, I'm going to be Emerald. I am going to write down a date tonight, and I'm going to make this happen. So I went downstairs. I had like 14 people on my team there, I think. And I took some selfies of them and of myself with a Lexus, the RX 350. And it's funny because when I went Emerald, that's not the car that I picked, but I took a picture with that car. And I was like, this will be in my driveway. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get this car. I know I can do it. I have it within me. And I wrote down March 2015, I will be Emerald in my notebook. And I've shared this with my team because I wish I could find that notebook somewhere. It was a little Plexus one. And I wish I could show y'all that because guess what? I finished that book. I applied what Eric Worre had taught about being a leader and about network marketing. It may not be the best thing out there, but let me tell you, it is better than working a 9-to-5 for someone else. Doing all the work and someone else getting the bonus. Doing all the work and you don't get vacation. Doing all the work, working through lunch. You right? You know what I'm talking about? I see some of y'all shaking your head. It sucks. It sucks because homeboy's golfing and you're behind here like sitting like an 80-year-old woman because your back hurts because you're tapping away all day long. I've been there. That was my life before Plexus. I loved corporate America. Well, I thought I did. I had a big girl job. I got to wear high heels. I got to post my outfit of the day on Instagram. I know you're like, y'all laughing, but we all do it. It's okay. That was my life. And then I had Sterling and everything changed. It was like somebody pulled a rug out from under me and was like, hey, you're a mom and no one can touch your baby. It was just this light bulb. I was like, I need to be more. I need to do more. And Plexus offered that. So when I wrote down that date and I started applying those things that were in GoPro that someone had told me to read from the beginning of my journey, how it just clicked. Light bulb after light bulb. Wow, network marketing is different. Wow, I'm doing this. Oh my gosh, I'm Senior Ruby. It's the end of 2014 and I'm about to be Emerald. I need to get it together. So the whole month of January, not only did I attend Super Saturday, but that is when I went all in to helping my team. It was no longer about Emily. It was about helping my team go silver and gold. That month, I think we had 24 people achieve silver because we did a silver and 7-day challenge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a couple videos on YouTube, and I'm sure Allie and Sarah have info on those. When I helped them achieve silver, it helped a lot of my other leaders achieve gold. And this was huge. I mean, extra $200, $500 a month, that was putting diapers on butts, gas in cars. That was a lot of things for people on my team that were other military spouses, other 20-year-olds, other full-time students that were like, wow, Emily, this Plexus thing is legit. And I was like, yeah, I forgot to tell you. Well, the end of January came and went, and here came February, and I had over 1,000 points. If you don't know, you have to have 1,500 points to go Emerald. And I told my husband, I said, babe, I know you think I'm crazy. I know you don't believe in Plexus, but I will be Emerald in March. I have to be. I'm so close. And my husband was like, okay, like, I still think you're crazy, but I mean, if you think if you can do this, do it. Why? Stop talking about it and be about it. So that was when I attended Super Saturday. You guys, if you have not been to a Plexus event, holy moly, get your butt to a Plexus event. There is nothing like being surrounded by other people that love Plexus just as much as you do. Y'all feel just as crazy together. You have that same light bulb moment. You can hear and watch my videos all day long, but something someone else says in a different way, that could be your moment that you go, oh, I get it. Oh, wow, I am doing this. So I encourage you to go to an event because when I went to Super Saturday, that's when the magic text came out. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you've seen that video. The magic text is seriously a conversation that you could have with anyone. And I coined it the magic text, but this was just Super Saturday material that we were all taught. And it was about getting that list of dream teamers and just sending them a text message. Get off Facebook, call them up or send them a text message and say, hey, this might not be your thing, but that's okay. But I think you'd be perfect on my team. Can I call you? Or I think you would be the perfect business partner. Can we talk later? It's amazing that people were saying yes to that. So I made a video about it. And it went viral, like Plexus viral. It was crazy. And let me tell you this, my team loved it because it was something simple and you could duplicate that. It was a text message. So if you are going for silver, if you are going for gold, put yourself out there and be bold. That's one of my last tips of the night, is to be bold. I want you to know this: opinions will never pay your bills. I know that because my husband's opinion of me being a Plexus ambassador and thinking that I was crazy and that, let me tell you this. He used to turn my cell phone data off. That's how much he did not like Plexus. He would go, "We're at dinner, get off your phone." Or we'd be watching a football game and I would just, it's a commercial, I'd be sitting there and all of a sudden I didn't have my bars at the top and I was like, "Did you turn my data off?" He said, "Yeah." He hated Plexus. He didn't understand that culture, that addictive nature of how's my team doing, what's going on in Plexus world. He didn't understand that. So let me tell you, opinions do not pay your bills, especially your skeptical husband. Because March 2015, I went Emerald. I made it happen. My team made it happen. It was the most insane moment of my life. And I knew in that moment that was going to change everything for my team, for my skeptics. I was like, yes, all those fence sitters are going to be like, I'm in, like, this is it. I knew it. Nope. It did, however, change my husband's mind. My husband joined my team the end of that month. But I had people that are still, now I'm a diamond, y'all, 2 years later, that think I'm crazy. They want nothing to do with this pink drink. So I want you to know that's going to happen. So if you're hanging on to those people and you're trying to go silver with those people, with those nasty negative opinions, let them go. There's someone out there that is more desperate or more in need of Plexus than that negative person that you're still trying to convince. This is not a convincing business. It's a relationship business. You have to have people that trust you, that have influence, and you'll have a relationship. Someone asked a question about going silver. I didn't see what it said, but 3 people. That sounds easy to my reds and my blues, right? Y'all are like, "Oh, that's easy." I know 3 people. But to some of y'all, that's like, "Gulp, 3 people. Oh my gosh. Like, I can't talk to 3 people. That's terrifying." So I encourage you to use something simple like the magic text, whether it's on Facebook or a text message. Think of those people that you see at church, that you see on Facebook, that you see at the gym, where your hangout, when you get together on girls' night, whatever. Those people that everyone loves. They're fun. You see yourself on the beaches of Kona with those people. That's who you send the magic text to. That's who you reach out to and say, "You know what? I'm drinking the pink Kool-Aid, and I want you to drink it with me. You might laugh at us now. You could be a secret ambassador for all I care, but I want you to go Emerald with me. Will you be my running partner? Will you do this with me, please?" And they might say no, but this leads me to this analogy. It's my coffee pot analogy. A lot of you have heard this before, so you're going to kind of laugh. But for those that are new to Plexus and new to network marketing, I want you to pretend that your name is Linda and you work at IHOP. If you don't know what IHOP is, it is the International House of Pancakes, and it is a fancy breakfast establishment. No, I'm just kidding. But Linda, you are an incredible woman. You work 11-hour shifts at IHOP, and you have that pot of coffee from sun up to sundown, and that is your Plexus coffee pot. Does Linda quit her job if someone says, "No, I don't want a refill right now"? "No, I'm good." "Oh, no, I'm good. I'm drinking water." No, she does not quit her job. She does not tell her manager that IHOP sucks. She does not throw the coffee on the ground and say, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever done." She goes with a smile on her face to the next table, and then the next table, and the next table, and for the next 11 hours in her shift, Can I get you another refill? Would you like some coffee? How you doing today? Can I get you a refill?" And there's going to be people that say yes. There's going to be people that say no. There's going to be people that say, "Not right now," because it's all about their timing and whether or not their cup is full or not full. I want you to pretend you are Linda at IHOP, and that is how you work your business. You don't throw in the towel when someone tells you no. Instead, you continue to go for no. Add up those no's. I'm sure Linda at IHOP's like, "I got 102 no's today, but guess what? 3 of them wanted a refill." She probably celebrates that because I mean, how do you know her and her manager don't go around like, okay, I want you to go give 100 refills? How do you not know that? Why don't we treat our Plexus business like that, right? We grow up, and we ask our parents for things all the time. Some of you may still live at home, and you're like, Mom, can so-and-so sleep over? No. Mom, can I have ice cream? No. Mom, can I date Johnny? No. Mom, can I get a new car? No. But we keep asking. We keep asking. Sorry, there's a bug. We keep asking. We keep at it, right? We grow up, and I think that's the problem. We're told no so many times as children that in our adult life we just don't want to get our hopes up. We don't want to be rejected. But instead, we should annihilate that fear. Go all in, and believe it or not, next thing you know, you will be silver. And then you teach your team to do that same thing, to crush that fear and to go after it, and then you're gold, and they're all silver. And you keep that going. You have to have courage. You have to be yourself. You have to put yourself out there. If that means a Facebook Live video, do a Facebook Live. If that means making a flipgram or getting on Instagram, whatever your brand is, whatever your audience is, you do your thing. I think people say, you do you, boo-boo. That's what they say. Do you, boo-boo. Do you. Don't try to be something else. People will see through that. If you're a crazy, hot mess mom that cries on Facebook Live like 7 times a month, be yourself. If you're a full-time college student and you just want to catch a freaking break and you're sick of calling mommy and daddy up because you need another $200 and you want to make it on your own, do you. This Plexus thing is legit. It's not a scam. It's not. I mean, shoot, y'all, I'm sitting in a freaking awesome Lexus. I didn't have a car 2 years ago. I didn't have a car. And now I'm sitting in one that Plexus pays for. That my hard work and my team's hard work pays for. Y'all, there's a Louis Vuitton in the passenger seat. You know, I had a Pinterest board full of Louis Vuitton pins, and I would just like look at them, think about them, and show my husband, and he'd be like, yeah, okay, maybe when our 50th wedding anniversary. But you know what? I won this last year at the Bloomingdale shopping spree at Leaders Retreat. Y'all, I had just gone Sapphire, but my first time I earned Leaders Retreat, I was gold, almost senior gold. Those things, those events, those contests that Plexus puts out, don't tell yourself you can't participate because you're new or you don't get it or you're not even silver yet. I have silver ambassadors attending this year. It's up to you. Be bold. Go all in. Don't put a timeline on your commitment to Plexus. I'm going to give myself 3 months, and if I'm not silver, then I'm going to quit. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that because in 3 months, that may be when your Celeste Gwynn decides to join you. Don't put a timeline on your commitment. Thank you for having me on your call and letting me preach to you guys. I saw some light bulb moments in a couple of your heads, so I know you'll take this information and implement it. I'm pumped up and excited. Sarah, Allie, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Emily. This was awesome. I know everyone took so much from this, and I'm really excited that we got to share this. I know a lot of people are going to catch the recording too. We're going to post it on our YouTube, so just thank you so much, Emily. That was awesome. I met Emily for the first time, actually. I think it was Leaders Retreat last year, and I saw her again at convention, so I'm just super excited for Dallas, and I'm really excited to have more of you guys with us and a convention next year. So definitely follow Emily if you guys aren't already. She's definitely a great inspiration to watch. She's incredible, and I love watching her live videos. So thank you again, Emily, and thank you guys. We're going to have another Zoom next week. We actually have Timmy Yancey on next Tuesday, so we're super excited about that. So we'll give you guys info also on Millennials of Plexus so you guys can tune in. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Bye, guys. Thank you, Emily.